right? The skills you're being taught are not leverageable in the societies in which we live in. You need to have transferable skills, and one of the most primary will be social skills, your social interaction and connections with people, how to be able to team build, how to be able to manage those relationships, and how to be able to maintain those relationships. When we talk about the ladder of success, one of the first things you have to understand is avoid the fucking pitfalls. We know what they are. Don't make the known mistakes. Avoid those things. Be smart. And it's not just a ladder of success. It's a ladder for your success. Know your passion. Find out what industry or what area it lies. And then find out what are the common mistakes people have made. Make a map. Make notes to yourself. Edit it, and make sure you don't replicate those mistakes. Removing the negatives are going to improve the quality of your life faster than any skills you add to them. And that is the first lesson of management. Remove the negative. Avoid the known pitfalls. All right? The other is the human notion that you're not going to succeed when somebody pulls you up the ladder of success. It helps for a rung or two, but you're not going to climb the ladder of success by being carried to the top. You're going to have to utilize your own initiative effectively and self-start. You're going to have to self-educate as part of that process, and that is an essential component of it. Learn what you can learn. Research the material. Avoid the known mistakes, okay? And then dedicate yourself for self-education. You guys are all doing that right now, all right? This is for the TV audience, the people that are not here. They're missing out on this connection as well. All right? Capitalize on that. Use personal accountability for your life. You have to be personally accountable. Another major component of the 21 Convention is this, is that most men live lives of quiet desperation. We're desperately fearful of the things we want, of stepping outside of conformity. And there is a tyranny of conformity. It will hold you down. People who don't want to be bothered, people who don't want to see you try and succeed because it'll show in their face what they weren't capable of. It will hold you back. If you allow that to happen, you're submitting yourself to that tyranny. And for men to be free, you have to free yourself from those shackles and those restraints. You need to attend the personal details to fulfill your personal objectives. No one's going to take care of your business quite the way you'll take care of it. You have to be accountable. You have to be willing to do that. You have to be willing to reach for your dreams. Find out what those are and pursue them. I can guarantee you, Anthony is scared shitless every time coming up to one of these conventions. I know I'm worried about these presentations, but you have to turn into your fears. And there's something funny that happens when you actually prepare yourself. You work towards it. You dedicate yourself to it. You get excited about it. You're living a life in combination of fear and excitement all at the same time. And you know what? You never feel more alive. And that is remarkable. Embrace the fear. Couple it with work. Couple it with dedication. Couple it with your purpose. And then you'll kind of enjoy it. It's kind of weird, but you'll enjoy it. The other is the ease in which people can complain. There's one thing to complain to release steam, to release tension. That's a human nature. But it becomes another issue when people use it as a crutch. And that crutch is called mediocrity. Okay? It's comfortable. And the weak use mediocrity as a handrail to support themselves. They have to have it. Right? Be very careful in letting yourself go too long in the nature of complaining between releasing tension and it being a narrative in which you are propagating. When it transcends into a narrative, you're going to be holding yourself back. You're weighting yourself down unnecessarily. If we are going to have passions and we're going to execute on those passions, you're going to need to get up and rise and grind. You're going to have to find your motivation. You're going to have to find your purpose. You're going to have to build a degree of momentum and a head of steam through action, through course of work to get it accomplished. You're going to have to understand how that progresses forward. What's the nature of these things? How is that achieved? Those are the what's and the hows you'll need to also research. You can figure that out as you go along. But you need to get up and you need to go after your dreams. Okay? One of the last ones, and this is one of my particular favorite because it really does describe Anthony, is he's absolutely fucking unreasonable. And that's an admirable thing. It is an absolutely admirable thing. He's not willing to stay with average. He's not willing to set the status quo. He's not willing to let other people say, like I did, you can't do this. He's not willing to listen to his fears in his head saying, don't do this. That's unreasonable. We should all strive for that. It is a remarkable, remarkable situation when you can let go of that and move forward. I want to talk about the mediocrity as the default state of life. That's where we normally are. That's natural. So when you kind of get down on yourself and you sit down and say, I'm pulling off a little bit, understand that. Recognize it for what it is. But don't tolerate it for long. If you feel lazy, that's okay. Move on from that. Allow yourself to have that time off because without a doubt, you're probably going to need it from time to time. The degree of ego depletion, just the degree of emotional drain, everything else. You need to take a break. But then pick it up and move on. The other is surround yourself on a regular basis with like people. There's a phrase about steel sharpening steel. And it is true. The quality of the people you surround yourself with will reflect highly in the quality of your life. And unreasonable people don't accept low-quality individuals in their lives. They know it'll hold them down. Overall, take these things forward. I'm surrounded in a room with people who are unreasonable, who are acting on their dreams. I see a room full of dreamers. I see people who have already committed heavily to pursuing the life that they want, and you're surrounded with like-minded individuals. Capitalize that on the next 3 days. And welcome to the 21 Convention.
All right. Give it up for Socrates, man. Awesome stuff.